I'm Tanya from Cloud Business Services and Tanya's Bookkeepers Bootcamp, where I help accounting pros build confidence and work more efficiently. Welcome to AI in Action. Each week, I'm sharing real use cases, what's actually working, what's not, and how to make AI work for you in your practice, not against you. Because at the end of the day, AI should amplify what we do, not replace us. This week, we're diving into to-do lists. So this sounds something so trivial, but we're all busy during tax season. I myself last week cleaned up over 100 little notes around the desk on little pieces of paper, sticky notes on my screens, tabs open. My computer crashed. I couldn't get the tabs open. I lost, and I'm like, oh my God, I lost stuff that was in there. Now, it was just a quick crash, like a restart, so it didn't cost me anything. But I lost tabs that were open, and I used to have some tabs open for certain reasons. They did not all pull up in the history because something else happened with that, and I could not get to the full history. So a bunch of stuff happened, and I was left going, I don't know if I did everything. Then at the end of the day, if I have a busy day, we're back to back to back to back meetings, and I have no time to action anything, at the end of the day, I'm sitting there going, I have no idea what I'm supposed to action and what I'm not. And I'm looking at my chicken scratch notes, and I'm feeling really overwhelmed, and I have dropped the ball. So, AI to the rescue. How can we do this? And I have got such a cool way to do this that is putting me present. It is making sure nothing falls through the cracks, and this is with projects. So, we've got projects right here. And of course I've got some things put out. So what I'm doing is I'm basically putting a project of things that I have to do that day right in here, things that I have to follow up. I know exactly when each of these are due, what is going on in them, but essentially they're my big to-do list. Now, you say, hey, Tanya, I could type that up here. I could write that over here. I've got, sticky notes on my computer. I don't need to use this. Oh, well, I say you do. So here's how I record all of my meetings. Everything is in Zoom. If we go to meet somebody on the phone, I can still do that through Zoom, or I can record it through there, or I even have an AI app on my phone that will record it. As long as you can get a transcript, that is the key issue. But 99% of my meetings are on Zoom. Especially with existing clients if I need follow-ups. So what's happening? I go in here and I say, okay, great, we've got this. This was, by the way, that's my business coach, Richard. Hi, Richard. This meeting was 182 minutes. That's a long meeting. We're like, oh my gosh. In this meeting, there were a bunch of things because Richard is a friend. He's a business coach, and we're working on some projects together, some educational project and courses together, which are really cool where some of this is going to go. But there's a lot that we do together. And so my list can sometimes be very long and daunting and be under multiple topics. So any call, a client call, I just use this because there's nothing in here that is confidential enough that it wasn't easy just to do some quick screenshots and some highlights. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to click copy transcript. You're going to see up in the corner it's copying. Now, what am I using? I'm using Fathom AI. This is free. It's been free for quite some time. It integrates directly with your email and your calendar, so it jumps onto every Zoom meeting. It's through Microsoft, which is great. There's a Google version of it. I do not use Gmail, so I cannot speak on the Google version. And they offered it free for quite some time. You could upgrade, and the upgrades will get you the AI follow-ups. But you know what? I'm trying to not spend more money on more apps. We are all apped out. We went through this 10 years ago when the cloud came up, and now we're going through it again. So I'm trying to work with what I have. So with this, I've done this. I have the free version. The free version, I still have my settings where everything needs to stay here. This stays forever. There is no recording limit. So I can log in and I can see any of these that I've done for years. I can get the transcript. I can see the recording. I can, share this. There's so many things that I can do. And that's the free part, which is great. So The paid part of it is where I'm now needing the follow-up. Okay, so Tanya, what good is this? I got 182 minutes. I don't want to go through the whole transcript and write down afterwards. Who has time for that? Sometimes my meetings are literally back to back. So, transcript copied, going into Claude. Okay, I'm going to put a transcript of a call in here. All I want is just a plain, simple summary of my action items that I need to do. I don't need this in something special, just within this thread. That's all I need. Okay, so when I did that, I did use a different AI. You have that you can do one here, but that's Wisprflow. That's a whole other AI in action, and I work at about 137 words per minute on average with that. So pretty cool. So I create the project. I'm just going to copy that back in there as well, just to make sure that it got the instructions. I am going to then go back to Fathom, copy my transcript again. And I'm having to do this because I copied something else and I undid my copy, so that was on me. And then I'm just going to Control V and paste it in here. So it throws it all in as a document, which is really cool. ChatGPT does that these days as well. And I am just going to do this, and then I'm going to, there we go. So it's going to summarize it together. I'm putting this up here because it's about to fill in a bunch of information, and I've just already gone through and done this. But here's my to-do list. And guess what? As I get things checked off the to-do list, I'm just going to go back into the same thread in the project and just say, okay, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this, until there's nothing left. And it's going to keep track of that. So that's a very wonderful way to be able to do that. And it's really helped keep me organized. So at the end of every night, I'm no longer looking at these pieces of paper, trying to figure out, oh my God, what did I promise to do hours ago? And I can now be 100% present in all of my calls. So that's all I got for you this week. If this helped you starting to think differently about how you're using AI in your practice, that's exactly the point. That's the kind of work that we're doing inside Tanya's Bookkeepers Bootcamp. We help you build confidence, think strategically, think outside the box, and actually use tools such as AI to grow your role and not shrink it. So if you're ready to take this further, that's where you want to be. Check us out at bookkeepersbootcamp.ca. In the meantime, share this with someone who's still trying to figure AI out, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss next week's use case. I'll see you next week. This is Tanya signing off.